Hello.
Seems this all belonged to those poor
Pues
wretches
regresamos donde
down
lo dejamos
below.
la última vez. Pues de que me he caído en el hoyo y he tenido que matar otra vez a este tonto, solo que pues no nos ha durado nada. Entonces ya terminamos esto. Vamos a regresar con Johanka a contarle qué onda. Regresamos con Johanka y ya está. Ya también looté lo del cofre, looté al vato este, ya todo nos lo llevamos. Todo está como lo habíamos dejado la última vez. Hombres de armas. A ver. Tenemos ganas de pelear, ¿eh? Entonces lo que sea peleita ahorita nos lo vamos a hacer. Lo que sí es que ya aprendí mi lección y no quiero pelearme contra 6 güeyes al mismo tiempo, entonces... Toma. Espérate, porque... ¡Ay, que se me desequipan las putas flechas, tú!
You'll get what for. Missed. Dick. Jesus Christ.
Cuidado con el otro tonto. Es que lo tenemos en la espalda.
You'll get.
Toma. Y ese güey de ahí que no se ha ni querido meter a la pelea, ¿eh? Toma. Este güey sigue vivo. Sí. Toma, pues le picamos las costillas y ya está. 2300, 2200, 1000. Dinerito, papá. A ver, le quitamos el arma también porque estas valen bastante. Y vamos a ir quitando cosillas de encima. Ya tenemos otra vez cosas que tenemos que ir a dejar al caballo. Que lo malo ahorita es que como los... Ya no puede llevar más carga el caballo, ¿eh? Lo malo es que ahorita como los comerciantes todavía no tienen tanto dinero, tenemos muchas cosas que vender, pero realmente no tanta gente a la que vendérselas, ¿sabes? Tendremos que seguirlos checando. Supongo que ahorita lo haré, porque ya me urge vender tanta basura que traigo encima, ¿eh? Si es que con todo lo que ya hemos recolectado, yo creo que tenemos dinero ya para pasarnos el juego, ¿eh? Vamos para allá. Con todo lo que traigo ahorita en el caballo y todo lo que tengo en el cofre, que en el cofre tengo cosas para vender una semana entera, ¿eh? O sea, con todo eso que nos hemos estado robando y recolectando, ya tenemos dinerito para vivir como reyes. Nosotros, nuestros hijos, los nietos y la mamá de tu mamá, ¿sabes? Es importante esto. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Vamos sucios? No, ni siquiera. Es que Henry es el puto amo, ¿eh? Se bate en duelo contra 20 personas y regresa limpiecito a casa. Hombre, no estamos completamente limpios, ¿no? Se ve en la armadura, pero bastante bien. A ver, Johanka. Está hecha la chamba.
I was in that cave that you dreamt about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
Era exactamente como vos decíais, eso era diferente a lo que contabais, pero...
Everything was just like you said. There was a cave, and inside it was hell itself. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life.
And was he there? Surely not.
El mismísimo diablo, nah.
No. There was no devil there. There was a pile of dead bodies. Murdered. It wasn't a pretty sight, I can tell you. There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God. Thank you for going there, Henry.
Fue horrible, no ha sido nada.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But you know what?
Otro sueño chinga.
I had
Esta
another
señora nos va a hacer
dream.
chambear.
A different one.
Another one.
¿Otro?
Yes, another one. The Virgin Mary appeared to me again, and I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes, it all makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me, and now she wants to give me a message.
Pero fui yo quien fue allí.
But I was the one who went there, not you.
That's true. But I sent you there. Otherwise I wouldn't have had another dream, would I? Our Lady was testing whether I...
What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will, and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Tiene sentido.
Well, when you put it like that, I can see some sense in it. Not that I know much about these things, but I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
Well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me.
Sure.
Rely on me. I'll be there.
Thank you, Henry. Come first thing in the morning and we'll go together. Or if you want, you can rest here. I'll take care of you and wake you up when it's time to go.
No me puedo quedar, volveré mañana.
Thanks for the offer, but
All right. Goodbye.
Es que tenemos cosas que hacer, ¿eh? A ver qué hora es. Son las 12. Rata ya está lejos. No sé si me da tiempo de ir y venir, ¿eh? No creo que me dé tiempo de ir y venir. Pues no lo vamos a hacer, ¿eh? Vamos a ir a la posada. Vamos a ir a la posada que está aquí en Sasau. Dejamos toda la basura que traemos en el caballo, que ahorita no podemos vender porque ya hace poco le vendimos las cosas al armero, ya no tiene dinero. Entonces vamos, guardamos las cosas, vamos a la casa de baños, arreglamos nuestra armadura, vamos al sastre, que nos cosan todo. A la verga. Vamos al sastre, que nos cosan todo. O sea, vamos a arreglar todo lo que traigamos equipado. Es lo que quiero decir, ¿no? Arreglamos todo lo que traigamos y ya. Entonces, posadero, a ver. Que también aquí tenemos la principal, ¿eh? Un sitio para dormir. Solo una noche, ajá. Entonces, si guardamos todas las cosillas, vamos, nos arreglamos, nos damos un baño, comemos, descansamos y ya está. Que traemos demasiada basura encima, de que ya ni el caballo la puede cargar. La más ceremonial no, esta sí me la quedo. Pero el resto, todo esto, fuera. Todo esto se va al cofre. Esto no, porque lo ocupamos. Un sombrero sí. Sobrevestes también. Esto no, porque lo ocupamos. Esto no, esto no, esto sí. Creo que ya. Creo que también todas estas cosas. Para poderlas irlas vender luego, pero a un comerciante que sí traiga dinerito, ¿no? Es que el caballo todavía tiene mucho peso, no sé por qué. Por todas estas pociones, ¿verdad? O sea, por las pociones, por las flechas estas. Mira, vamos a guardar flechas también, porque tenemos un chingo de flechas ya. Ah, 175 flechas, no necesitamos tantas. Vamos a dejar tal que así. Flecha perforadora, 175. Y yo creo que ya, bueno, estas las vamos a dejar porque hacen menos daño. Y ya, yo creo que sí vamos bien. Ven nada más la de basura. Silencio es oro, los cálices estos también se quedan, las copas. Y traemos mucha ortiga encima también, tendremos que irla a tirar. Bueno, que de hecho no nos pesa tanto, pero el caballo sí tiene demasiado peso encima. 231, no debería tener tanto peso. Tenemos que ir a deshacernos de cosas. Vamos a empezar por deshacernos de... Es que todo me sirve. Ah, no vamos a dejar nada. Pues mejor ahorita me voy a concentrar en utilizar las cosas que tenemos. De hecho, es que debería de ponerme a hacer pociones. Por eso no he tirado las hierbas y por eso no las tiro ahorita. Porque tengo que ponerme a hacer pociones para poder subir la alquimia. Solo que me da una hueva. ¿Qué es tan aburrido ponerte a hacer pociones tú? Es lentísimo. Pero bueno. Tendremos que buscarnos a lo mejor una herborista o un alquimista. Tal vez con Nicodemus, porque creo que es el que más le hemos vendido. De irle vendiendo cosas y también para irle pudiendo vender todas las pociones que vayamos haciendo y así, ¿no? Para no traerlas encima y también para que podamos sacar algo de dinerito de ahí. Ahorita solo estoy arreglando mis cosas para hacer tiempo para lo de la misión de Johanka, Nos dice que volvamos por la mañana, entonces pues es lo que vamos a hacer. Ahí está. Esto y ¿qué nos falta? Hombre, de hecho creo que deberíamos haberla arreglado nosotros, pero bueno. La armadura, digo. Para poder ir usando tanto en serie que traemos encima, porque supongo que también nos estará sumando bastante peso. Pero pues, no importa. Te lo tiramos. La caléndula, mira, también aquí tenemos mucha caléndula. Esto no... Ya tenemos mucha en el caballo, realmente no nos interesa. Ganzúas también tenemos demasiadas. La ortiga esta, es que la ortiga la voy a tirar también porque es que ortiga encuentras abajo de las piedras. Ortiga hay en todas las ciudades, en todos los caminos, en todos lados hay ortiga. Bueno, pues iba a ir a la casa de baños para que nos limpiaran, pero si nos arreglamos la armadura y la ropa, pues realmente ya no hace falta. Entonces, pues vamos con el sastre. No me la repara, ¿qué pedo? Ah, es que ya está. Ah, no, es que lo he hecho. Ay, yo también soy tonto, Es que ya lo he hecho yo. No, hombre, estoy bien disociado. Ok. Pues vamos... Yo qué sé, pues vamos para acá con Johanka y esperamos allá afuera, ¿no? Es que digo, podríamos echarnos una partida de dados o algo, pero pues ¿para qué? Además creo que ni siquiera vamos tan sucios de la ropa, ¿eh? Ya con la armadura que nos han reparado. Sí, no vamos tan mal. Estamos bien, no pasa nada.
Yeah.
Ah, mira, aquí está el Nicodemus, ¿no? De una vez le vendemos cosillas. A ver si tiene dinero. Y ya nos vamos quitando cosas de encima, ¿no? Es que traigo 20 pociones de caléndula encima, tú. ¿Qué pedo? Tiene 80. Toma, desgraciado, te regalo algunas porque no manches. Ni dinero tienes, bro. No me sirves. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Vamos a dormir. Por aquí, en algún lugar donde nos deje. Aquí. No. Vamos a esperar porque es demasiado temprano. Es que si no nos deja esperar todo el tiempo que queremos, pues realmente no vale la pena dormir, ¿sabes? No me quiero tragar 2 pantallas de carga gratis. Que de hecho, ahora que recuerdo y no lo hicimos, debería de haber tomado los libros que tengo ahí en el cofre para que los vaya leyendo Henry solito, ¿eh? Se me ha olvidado. Para irlos poniendo en el inventario y que se los vaya leyendo ahí mientras hacemos esto de esperar y dormir y no sé qué. Pero no me acordé, no importa. No pasa nada. Listo, a ver. Nos lavamos, saludito. Y vamos con Johanka.
God be with you, Henry.
Buenas, preparado temprano como prometí.
Morning. Here I am. Ready to go?
Thanks for coming. I knew I could rely on you. Well,
Sure.
good luck then.
Nos vamos a quitar el casco porque me da cringe que Henry vaya todo el tiempo con el casco. Y también me gustaría buscarme otra de estas, ¿eh? Otro sobre... No, ¿qué es esto? ¿El gambesón? Otro gambesón porque se asoma ahí por debajo de nuestra armadura y está horrible el color, ¿eh? Ve eso. ¿Qué pedo? Parece que llevamos ropa podrida. Ahora tenemos que ir con Johanka, la tenemos que acompañar
How's life here in Sasau?
aquí, a la
Much the
plaza.
same as in Scarlet's.
Lo cual
That
da
is,
mucha hueva porque
before
vamos
everything.
caminando y
It's
nos va contando
quieter
su
now.
vida, ¿eh?
Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
The best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse, or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them, or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
Pues sí, o sea, se queja ahorita de que peleamos, pero no se estaba quejando
things
cuando
with the
fuimos a la cueva a
infirmary?
explorar qué pedo, ¿no?
They
O
give
sea,
you a bit more coin at least.
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
But that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more.
Que quede claro que la Johanka me cae mal, ¿eh? Es bien castrosa. Es presuntuosa, presumida, mamona.
Since we're going to the market square, I could buy some meat at
Me
the
caga.
butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. That's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well. You learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Que un padre intentó criar cerdos en una charca para comprobar que eran acuáticos. Lol.
Tell me, how is it, being in the service of Sir Radzig?
Well, it's a wonder he took me on at all after I lost his sword in Scalise. But it's great. For someone like me, I lost everything, and he gave me a second chance. And even a new home of sorts, if you know what I mean.
I understand.
Parece que todo ha salido bien, ¿eh? La gente nos sigue saludando y así a pesar de que hemos matado a un albañil.
I'm glad you found your feet with Sir Radzig. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too, eventually.
I hope so.
Es que hay que pegarnos todo el
Listen,
paseo con
when she
esta
visits
señora
you,
que... Ay.
the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of
You're-
golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colors and this golden light.
My, that's really
Par
something.
10. Espérate. Que están bajando los frames, ¿por qué?
How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better. Don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Johanka, what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around the land.
I see. And have you ever done anything like that?
No, I haven't. But it can't be all that hard, can it?
I couldn't say. But I'm sure you can do it.
Our Lady will guide me.
Me viene mamadora la Johanka, ¿eh? Nuestra señora Meguera. Ay. Huevos.
Right, girl.
¿A dónde vas?
Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never never spoke to people like that before.
Seas marica.
I've no idea what to say.
Estabas mami y mami que
They'll
querías
all
venir a
laugh at
cumplir la
me.
palabra de la señora. No, pues ahora te chingas. Que la Virgen María os guíe. Vamos a recuperar la compostura.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have what it took, Our Lady wouldn't have chosen you, would she?
I suppose you're right. But it's still hard for me.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yes. If I don't let her down, she'll surely heal him for me.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush. Go and let him have it.
All right. Here goes. Take care.
Che, Johanka mame mame que quiere ir a ayudar y luego le da culo.
The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me.
Ah,
But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them. But it was in vain. But then Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Isn't she that lass? But there's truth for Brother Nicodemus, no doubt. The girl was right.
ok.
Spoke well.
Pues ya está, ¿no?
Johanka,
Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
please. It's very important. The way you spoke, it sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble.
Welcome, Henry.
And I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right, but quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop, but he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him.
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Hola.
My word.
¿Ya acabaste?
That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Sí.
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Seas marica, vuestras palabras han calado.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears, and now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Nosotros.
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Nada más nos
Jesus,
arrastra, ¿eh?
You're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Métele buen sentido en la cesera. Aguantas.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realize for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could...
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Goodbye.
Que ir a ver a la esposa del sastre. También esta misión, o sea, está bien, o sea, en cuanto a misión está interesante, ¿no? Es un poco más que hacer, un poco más de historia, está chido, cómo se va desarrollando, lo que haces después. En cuanto al final del... Por ejemplo, como acaba esta misión secundaria, me encantó, o sea, está buenísimo el desenlace que le dan. Lo que no me gusta es el desarrollo, ¿sabes? O sea, la Johanka esta me cae muy mal, o sea, es que es muy tonta, es muy estúpida, es muy presuntuosa, es muy... y nada más arrastra a Henry y lo manda para arriba y para abajo, haciendo estas cosas, misiones santas según ella, y, o sea, en ningún momento te dan como la opción de que Henry le diga como de, oye,
Johanka sent me.
relaja un poco tu pedo, ¿no? O sea, ¿qué pedo? O sea, estás haciendo un desmadre aquí en la ciudad, estás predicando en vez de los padres, la iglesia es un desmadre, te pueden colgar, te pueden quemar en la pira por blasfema, por bruja, por lo que sea, pero no te dan la opción. O sea, Henry nada más se deja arrastrar. Y es un poco raro porque algo que comparte la mayoría de las misiones es que, creo que ya lo he dicho, pero puedes hacer lo que quieras para arreglarlas o para terminarlas siempre y cuando tenga sentido, ¿no? O sea, si te dicen que te deshagas de alguien, puedes ahuyentarlo, puedes convencerlo de que se vaya, puedes asesinarlo, o sea, tienes opciones. Pero aquí solo es como de Johanka de que ayúdame a arreglar el desmadre del sastre que no sabe cuándo dejar de apostar. Claro que sí. Ayúdame a ir a ver esta cueva porque tuve una pesadilla. No, ¿puedo? Claro. O sea, y obviamente tienes la opción de rechazarla, pero lo que me refiero es de que no tienes la opción como de decirle, oye, bájala tu desmadre, ¿no? O sea, me estás arrastrando a mí también. Si a ti te queman en la pira, a mí me van a torturar y me van a colgar y luego me van a cortar los huevos y luego me van a colgar otra vez, ¿sabes? O sea, no sé.
I swear I'll give back every last groschen, as the Virgin Mary is my witness.
Very well then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Gutenberg. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said...
Do you think he'll want to play with...
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I... And if he's feeling lucky, he'll...
Alright.
Okay.
Good luck then.
Tenemos que ir a buscar al Ambrose este. Tenemos que embriagarlo para que pueda volver a jugar con nosotros. Y luego tenemos que quitarle todo el dinero que tenga para comprar sus telas. Vamos para allá. Debe estar aquí, ¿no? Vamos a marcarla porque si no... informar a Sirrazzi, banda de canallas, nada. Esto, acuñando lotes. ¿Qué dice? Ganarle a Ambrose, enseñar a Ambrose los costumbres, conseguir que Ambrose beba hasta la inconsciencia.
Yeah.
Vámonos. A jugar a los dados, que eso sí se le da al Henry, ¿eh? Henry es bueno para 3 cosas: para follar, para jugar a los dados y para combatir. ¿Dónde está este tonto? Aquí adentro, ¿no? Sí, aquí está.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes. Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Ok.
I'm glad to see
¿Y
you.
no te apetece una partidita antes de irte?
Let's have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad. Take care. Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
No.
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, cumans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
Yo mero, padre, yo mero.
I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fat, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
Ahí van las copitas que nos vamos tomando.
I think I overdid it a bit.
Hay malhechores sueltos, el ejército de ese inmundo. Cerca de Merjoyed.
Did you hear what happened in Merhoyed?
No? What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out. People thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresons. They ought to hang. The lot of them.
Que los maldecidos tengan lo que merecen. Vamos por la gente de Merjoyed. Vamos a irlo con calmita porque ahorita vimos mucho y Henry se quejó, No quiero acabar vomitando y arruinar la misión.
May they die screaming. And while they live, may their mouths turn into arseholes.
That'd save us all a lot of trouble. You'd know right away who you're dealing with.
Vais tan lejos como con Majora.
there was a band of
No.
brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
Llámame a mí. Fue algo espantoso, no pasa nada, atrapé esa banda.
Not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart
Se
enough for
habíamos
me.
escondido. Con buen
To
tiro.
my wits.
Haha, to your wits.
Ahí vamos, ahí vamos.
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
Algunos escaparon, perdí a mis padres, salvé a la gente de la zona.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Ahí vamos, a lo mejor otra rondita más, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a decirle si quiere jugar los dados. Sé que el significado de la vida, esto es para ponernos pedos, pero no me
Well,
interesa.
enough chat.
Otro trago, una partidita para el camino. Otro trago.
Tell you something else.
Ah, no.
Well, how about a little game before you set off? To pass the time.
Sure, one little game to pass the time. That doesn't even count, does it?
Not even worth mentioning in confession. We'll drink to it. May they roll fairly.
Pero vamos a apostar, ¿no? Estás bebiendo.
Let's do it then. I'll wager
Una veintena y
1.5
media.
score.
Just enough to make it interesting? Right, let's throw
Ya le iremos
quickly
subiendo,
and I'll
porque
be
si
on
luego
my
vamos
way.
por los 600, este güey va a decir, oye, 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 oye. Tú nada más querías robarme lo que te acabo de decir que traigo, ¿no?
St. George, guide my hand.
Tenemos que perder, ¿eh?
Dice is made to be thrown, not to
Tenemos
sit
que
on the
perder para
table
que este
ignored.
güey se confíe y empiece a apostar más. Lo que pasa es que de repente es medio tardado porque a la computadora no le toca muy buena suerte todo el rato, entonces
That's it.
ojalá no tome mucho tiempo.
My pleasure.
Míralo,
This'll be the one.
ahora falta que la cague. Cágala, no, no la cagues. Ok.
Here we are.
The first person to get it my way is
Now
going
you.
to get smashed in.
Con esto le ganamos, ¿eh? Pero obviamente no lo vamos a hacer porque no es lo que venimos a hacer.
Over here. I'd like to order.
Dice is made to be thrown, not to sit on the table ignored.
What's the hold up there?
Come now, surely
Here,
we can come to some
enjoy it.
kind.
We'll see.
También supongo que debería estar bien, o sea, debería de haber algo implementado de que si él ve que tiras una buena jugada y no la estás agarrando, a lo mejor como que te diga de, ¿qué estás haciendo, bro?
Sacra.
No me querrás ver la cara, ¿no?
Almost had you.
A bit of practice is what you need, lad. You'll get the hang of it in time.
Time? But I need that coin now.
Necesito los dineros ahora.
Come on, then. You have to give me a chance to get my groschen back.
You can try, but don't blame me if you lose what you have left.
Sure, whatever. Let's play.
Ah, pues traigo varo para...
6 score.
All right.
Traigo varo para comprarte la casa 3 veces. Vamos con los dados que sean porque realmente no importa, ¿no? Lo que queremos es perder.
This is getting dull. If
I'm going to spend most
Phew.
of my life in prison, I'd like my last hours of freedom to be memorable.
This rate,
Ah, que hace como gallina el hijo de puta. Si supieras, bro.
it's not a prison, it's a monastery.
Well,
This'll be the
prison
one.
in all but name. No drinking, no good food, no music, and I'll never see the fresh bloom of a maiden's arm again, or give it a good slap.
No. You'll pray and transcribe.
That's it.
The only arse
Got
I'll
it
be
for you
seeing
right
is
here.
the saggy grey flesh.
Hail now
No
on
puede
to the
ser.
shop.
Doesn't take a fancy to my own.
Ve, es que estamos tirando unos juegazos aún con los dados normales. Ve, 1000 puntos hay aquí, creo que más. 2000 puntos. O sea, le ganamos con esto.
Here, just as you ordered.
Come now. Fortune favors the brave.
You've had enough.
Oh, watch this. Wench, pour us a pitcher, and be quick about it. Keep watching.
We'll
She'll be here in
see.
a moment.
If you drink any more, you'll need help walking out of
I shouldn't have
And
pushed
where
it.
should I be walking to? Not even a team of oxen could drag me to the monastery.
If
Pound
you get
someone's
as
head in
drunk as
for a
you
beer.
can, it'll be easy.
Pues tenemos que agarrar algo, entonces.
No one ever died from
Este güey no ha
throwing
punteado
dice, you know.
nada, qué asco. Que es lo que digo, eso de repente puede tardar porque tenemos que dejar ganar a este tonto, pero no.
Surely we can come to some.
Velo, no puede ser.
You cannot.
Alguien tire una cuerda a ese tonto, por favor.
This wish is crystal clear.
It'd be faster if you closed your eyes. And...
Le vamos a ganar de 50 en 50,
Well, you could tell them I run away, or I'll find someone
no
to
está
go
tirando
back
nada.
with, and then I'll vanish, and I promise no one will ever see me again.
The monastery is where you're going. That's that. It is not worth risking the honor of someone willing to
Hey,
let
old-
you out.
Why couldn't they have had me
No
whipped
manches, no está
instead?
tirando nada este güey.
Put me to hard labor.
Ya la va a cagar otra vez.
Send me to the monastery.
A tank it here. It's the only place on this earth where you'll never again make an
That'll do.
impact.
Pues de poquito en poquito. Eso.
No point in pushing it.
Así sí.
Tell me what I should and shouldn't drink. You aren't the one bound for the monastery.
That's precisely why you shouldn't drink so much. But I suppose they'll teach you temperance and humility.
They'll teach me fuck all. I want to live up while I still can.
You shouldn't raise your voice like that. It's unseemly.
Ya, ¿no? Con eso nos gana, sí.
I'll go and find myself a whore.
You won't be going anywhere.
Oh no, hemos perdido otra vez. Tienes que darme otro chance, bro. Todo lo que traigo.
Those damn dice are hexed.
Ah, bollocks. There's nothing wrong with the dice.
I shan't drink.
It's all in the
One of
wrist.
us should maintain.
Oh, wrist my ass.
Y un huevo, muñeca.
Save the advice and let's play.
You're carrying on.
Echemos el resto.
I'll show you. I'll wager 600 groschen. No, put up everything you have, and I'll match it.
You can't be
Certainly.
serious.
I'll fetch it right away.
You don't have that much money. And then you'll try and wriggle out of it.
Ah, but I do. Look. So, what do you say?
All right. If you insist. Just remember, a wager loss is a debt of honor.
Don't
Sí, sí,
worry.
claro, claro. Y ahora sí le vamos a enseñar de qué lado más que la iguana. Le vamos a ver, enseñar lo que es amar a Dios en
You're
tierra
a
de
brave
indios,
soul taking me on. I'm not used to losing. I'm in a fighting
Toma.
mood. Oi,
Listo.
you.
¿Y ahora qué? Tonto, te has quedado tonto, Te has quedado loco en la primera tirada. Ahí está tu muñeca, tonto.
Groschen for me.
Herrgott. 600 groschen. Oh my god, what have I done? That money was for buying cloth. What shall I do now?
Se enamoró dorado de sus costumbres. Eso no es asunto mío.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you.
Me envió la Virgen María. Me envió vuestra esposa. ¿La Virgen María?
A tankard of ale.
It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
Dadme también vuestros dados.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry, the money you want from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that.
No le vamos a dar ni madres,
Pay for it.
No, claro que sí.
You've
Lo
seen
hemos
the error
prometido.
of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honorable man. God bless you.
Hala.
You know you should.
Pues ya está. Misión cumplida. Ahora vamos a hablar con la esposa de este idiota. Para contarle qué onda y ya está, ¿no? Vamos medio ebrios, ¿eh? Si es que la verdad hemos estado tomando un buen. Hola señora, ya quedó.
Well, how did it go with that husband of mine?
I played him and took him for everything he had.
I see. So he played again.
I had a heart-to-heart talk with him, and in the end, he promised he wouldn't gamble again. He even gave me his dice.
Ah, de veras,
That
tenemos que
sounds
tirar los dados.
promising. Thank you, Henry. But what about the money he lost? Did you give it back to him?
Yeah, I gave it back to him so he can buy what he needs.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Henry.
Tenemos que tirar los dados, sí, es cierto. Vamos a ver si los podemos tirar por aquí. Hay que tirarlos en un pozo, no sé si cualquier pozo valga, yo espero que sí. No, es el de allá, ok. Fuck, a ver si no tengo que recargar, porque tenemos que tirar los dados también, para que todo salga como quiero que salga. Vamos. Ahí está.
You won't be hurting anyone anymore, as long as you stay there.
Yeah.
Ahora vamos otra vez al monasterio y hablamos con Johanka a ver qué nos dice. ¿Y esto?
Good heavens, what's all this? Candles? Pictures? Someone's made quite a shrine here. I can't wait to hear what Johanka thinks of this.
Henry!
Ah, vuestro discurso en la
My word,
plaza.
Johanka.
Eso ya lo hemos dicho, ¿no? Fue asombroso, estuvo bien, fue extraño.
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. What about other people? What did they say?
A mí me causó toda una impresión, fue algo confuso, no puedo hablar por nadie más.
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Como el agua.
Oh yes, clear as day.
Estabas avisando acerca de demonios, nos hablabas de ser virtuosos. Nos advertías sobre el pecado del orgullo.
It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Acerca de la mujer del
I
sastre.
went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
¿Qué? ¿Solo una moza? ¿Veis lo que habéis logrado?
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
Tenéis razón. ¿Qué queréis decir?
How do you mean?
I mean, more people who want to find a better, more virtuous life. If only we could help them to do that.
I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
En el curso de una investigación.
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
Iré allí, iré ahora mismo. No tengo tiempo, iré ahora
You're right.
mismo.
I'll head off right now. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin, it must be done.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. God be with...
A ver si nos lleva directo para allá. Pues no. Hala, lo voy a dejar aquí este capítulo,